The mirror's reflection. In the heart of a forgotten town, an antique shop stood frozen in time, its dimly lit interior filled with relics of the past. Among the trinkets and treasures, a peculiar mirror hung on the back wall, its ornate frame exuding an aura of darkness that seemed to draw people in. Curiosity equipped, a young woman named Emily entered the shop. Her gaze was immediately drawn to the mirror, its surface appearing strangely pristine amid the age surrounding. The shopkeeper, a wizened old man, warned her in his hushed voice.
That mirror holds more than just reflections. Beware the secret it unveils.
Ignoring his warning, Emily reached out and touched the mirror's cold surface. As her fingers made contact, a shiver coursed through her body. She stared into the glass, and her reflection seemed to waver, its eyes holding a sinister glint. Unease settled in, but she couldn't tear her gaze away. Hours passed, and Emily's friends grew concerned when she didn't return home. They rushed to the antique shop, finding it eerily silent. As they stepped inside, they were met with an uncanny sight. Emily stood before the mirror, her expressions vacant and her eyes empty voids. Frantic, her friends called out to her. She didn't respond. They touched her shoulders, only to recoil in horror as her body felt unnaturally cold. A sinister whisper seemed to fill the air, as if the mirror itself was speaking directly to them. It urged them to look closer, to see the truth within its depth. One by one, they hesitantly approached the mirror, unable to resist its pull. Each one stared into the surface, and as they did, their reflections began to change. Their features twisted into grotesque versions of themselves, their eyes gleaming with malice. The mirror seemed to feed on their fears, distorting reality and revealing their darkest fears. Panicked, they tried to flee, but the mirror influences was inescapable. Their reflection reached out, tendrils of darkness snaking around the glass and ensnaring them. Their screams echoed through the shop as they were pulled into the mirror's twisted realm, their bodies emerging with their monstrous reflections. The antique shop returned to its stillness, the mirror once again appearing pristine and untouched. The shopkeeper shook his head in sadness, knowing that yet another group had fallen victim to the mirror's malevolent power. He covered the mirror with a tattered cloth, hiding its dark allure from the world. And so, the mirror remained, a silent sentinel of horror, waiting for the next curious soul to stumble upon its depths and succumb to its twisted embrace.